What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we have Gentle, we are here in the CCP, and before we jump into the gameplay, let's see what this guy can do. So he is immune to bleed, and also when he's parrying, he is immune to stun. And then whenever an immunity triggers, or whenever the opponent purifies or cleanses a debuff, he gains a pursuit passive for 15 seconds. 15 seconds is pretty good, man. That's what makes him good for like bullseye. And then he's got like a defense ability with the guaranteed crits, where he gains the reinforced like North Star, where he just can't be crit, which is really nice, makes him tanky. Now, whenever you pass a multiple of 15, you or the opponent, he gains an unstoppable pass for 3 seconds. So that's something you need to worry about on defense as well. And then when the opponent purifies or cleanses a stun debuff, or triggers a stun immunity, he gains an unstoppable and indestructible passive for 2 seconds. So that is really good. It's gonna happen with like the pursuit, so you get like all those effects immediately. So for his ramp now, he has those muscle mass which they can max at 12. So whenever striking or being struck by a basic attack, he has a 31% chance to gain one of those. And whenever he gets one of this muscle mass, he gets a bit of more attack, and also inflicts the opponent with a 5% daunted passive. Now there's two ways to pause those. When struck and when starting a combo against a non-stunned opponent, muscle mass is paused for the duration of the combo plus 4 seconds if it was a 5-hit combo. So basically, if you hit the opponent while they're not stunned, so if you land like an intercept and you complete this 5-hit combo, you're gonna have it paused for the duration of the combo. And also if that was a 5-hit combo, you get plus 4 seconds pause. So this is nice. And then also if you have it, you pause those muscle mass, this is really good. And now this is something really cool you can do, and I'll show you where this is very useful. So actually, let me read the last bullet here. So at max muscle mass, inflict an extra 60% daunted passive, but Gentle loses 10% of his base health when finishing a special attack. So this is recoil basically. This is a 10% recoil, which is really bad. So you're basically getting like a very big daunted, like as the last one, but then you get this recoil. Now there's something you can do. If you don't want to get to the 13th one, you can use your 4th light attack, which is going to consume one of your muscle mass and inflict a rupture debuff. So you don't really care about the rupture too much, but basically if you do that, you're going to consume your 13th muscle mass, which means you remove the daunted, which means you also remove the recoil. So you kind of want to use this 13% daunted if it's like the last, if the special is going to finish off the opponent, so that you don't take the recoil damage. And also we're going to talk about his sig, which makes it a lot better. So he also pauses unstoppable effects for the duration of the special attacks, which is really cool. Gets a better attack when he's unstoppable. With his special one, he gets 5 muscle mass. That's what you want to do in like every single fight probably. You know, throw on special one so you can time it with a special 2. And the special 2 is where the damage comes from. So he gets 5,000 critical rating as a 7-star rank 1. And he also gets a non-stacking 25% reverb passive, dealing more, you know, red numbers. And then he gets a bit of physical resistance. So his Awakened ability reduces the health loss when finishing a special a max stack of muscle mass by 50%. So immediately you would take 5% damage, not 10. And then while he's unstoppable, the damage reduction is increased by 50%, which means you're going to take 2.5% damage if you have max sig and also through the special 2 while unstoppable. So, you know, you can kind of like not care about the daunted. It's only like 2.5% loss. But again, I'm going to show you how to utilize this light ending combo. Also, while unstoppable, he consumes less power. And this potency is increased by double if you're fighting seal champions. I would have liked this. It was like a little bit more, like maybe like 20-25%. And he also gets a bit of block penetration. Alright, so for the gameplay, this is basically a 7-star rank 3 Winter Soldier. And here I'm going to show you 7-star rank 1 Gentle. First, he is Unawakened now. Also, I think the Gambit Relic is really good for him for those physical hits that he does. So that's really nice. So you want to hit the opponent, like I said, you know, get those muscle mass. Every 15 hits, you're going to get this unstoppable, which is really nice. We apply those daunted, and those are paused. Those muscle mass are paused because we do 5-hit combo while he's not being stunned. So now we're going to get this pause. And at this point, I have 12 muscle mass, and we got the 13th daunted. So which means if I throw a special 2 right now, I'm going to take some recoil damage. But what I did here is I did a light ending combo. You will see here. Light ending combo to consume the daunted or the muscle mass, so you don't get the last 2 daunted. So I'm gonna do it again, and as you will see, we still deal some pretty good damage without like the big daunted. But because he didn't die, I was gonna take like 10% recoil damage. So this is something you can do. This is what I would suggest doing if your Gentle is not awakened. Like, it's not worth risking the 10% loss, because it's like a lot of health loss, man. This guy has no way to regen. So yeah, that is definitely what I would do if you have an unawakened Gentle. But you'll see. I'll show you the recoil damage, and also if he's awakened, it's just so much better. So I really like that they added an ability to like consume your own muscle mass, so that you don't have to deal with that recoil damage, because that is pretty good, man. We took a lot of block damage here. I don't know, for some reason this guy's block proficiency does not seem too great. I don't know. But yeah, throw the special one, get those muscle mass. We have max muscle mass now, so I get the 13th daunted, which is the big one. And you always want to time your special 2s while being unstoppable. And I also like throwing my relic before that, so I think we're going to do it right now. Yep. And we're probably going to go for a special 2. Yeah. So we're going to get the unstoppable midway through, which gives us a bit more attack. But as you can see, the recoil damage, man, that was big, dude. That was big. So like, if you know the special 2 isn't going to kill, you probably should finish with the light ending combo and consume one of your mass. But now that I know the special 2 is going to kill, I also have the unstoppable. I don't have to worry about it. As you can see, like, massive damage just from a 7-star rank 1. So he killed like, I think like 500k health in like a minute. So not bad for sure. Now let's move into the Awakened gameplay. So as you will see here, we're also fighting a skill champion, which means our specials are going to consume 20% less power at 6200. And I want to showcase Bullseye here. So he's actually pretty good for Bullseye with that pursuit passive, and also you get this unstoppable and indestructible while he is, you know, shrugging off that stun. This pursuit lasts for 15 seconds, which is more than enough, because you can easily get it back again. Bait the special 2. We are bleed immune, so we don't take anything. We've got the pursuit here as well. We don't care about his evade. Really, really nice. Get the reinforce as well if it happens for him to hit us. So we're gonna go for the special 2 here, and watch this. So because we are unstoppable and we also are Sig 200, we're only gonna take a bit of damage. As you can see, it's like 2.5% HP. So it's not too bad. You can definitely, you know, live with that. Gotta love the indestructible unstoppable. And at this point, we're just gonna go for a special 2 again, and this guy is gonna be done. So, you know, his damage is, I think his damage is like okay. I don't think it's like insane. I don't think it's bad. And also you have to like remember that this is just a 7-star rank 1. Like a 7-star rank 3 would probably kill the special 2. I am not 100% sure, but you know, I'm definitely excited to do some more testing with Gentle, but I like to showcase 7-star rank 1 first, just in case you like pull him. So yeah, just want to showcase Unawakened and Awakened gameplay so you can see everything. So yeah, like I said, very good for Bullseye. If he is Unawakened, you probably want to do the light ending combo for the special 2, so you can consume the big daunted, so you don't take the recoil damage. But if he's Awakened and at high Sig, you don't really have to worry about that too much. So this is a much bigger Bullseye here, and we're trying to get to our special 2 while unstoppable. It's kind of rough to like time it sometimes, but you don't really have to throw it while unstoppable. You just get a bit more attack. The biggest thing about special 2 is the crit rating you get, which you get it even if you're not unstoppable, so it doesn't matter too much. So I think we're gonna go for special 2 here. Let's see. So I'm gonna get the unstoppable on the last hit. No, I didn't. Sorry, I thought it was 5 hits. So it took like, you know, recoil damage, I think it was 5% there. Yeah, because I was not unstoppable. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And let's see if he's gonna die from like one special 2. Also, something I didn't really talk about, the special 3. You know, you get a little bit of a bigger reinforce, giving you a little bit more bigger numbers, and also you get some muscle mass. You don't really have to throw it. So here I thought this was gonna kill him. It didn't, and I kind of panicked. But we also have the unstoppable to use, and yeah, I got a bit lucky here. He didn't throw the special 3. But I think overall this guy is kind of a balanced champion with the way if you want him to deal like good damage, there is something bad to it, like the recoil damage. But I really like that they let you choose if you want to actually use that big damage and then take the penalty as well. So I think this guy is like pretty balanced. He has some good utility when the opponent purifies. He goes unstoppable, unblockable. So sorry, unstoppable, indestructible. So he basically had like free opening after that if the opponent shrugs it off. And then I also like the pursuit passive, really nice for those evaders, especially bullseye, and just bleed immunity. So I think he's actually a pretty decent champion. I think in terms of utility, Gentle is probably a little bit higher than Okoye, but I think Okoye has more damage output. But I will be revisiting this guy once I make the 7-star rank 3 video, and then I will have my thoughts there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Gentle, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.